This segment brought to you by Bravo Company USA.
Hey gang, Larry Vickers here. Welcome to the channel. Special thanks out here at the range to Hyatt Farm Shooting Complex, Polkton, North Carolina. What I got for you here is my personal 1911 training gun, a Vickers Elite Wilson Combat 9mm lightweight commander. Now, don't beat me up too much. I just turned 60 years old, so I'm allowed to shoot a 9mm 1911 now. I've shot 45 ACP 1911s for many years, including when I was in Delta Force, so I can get by with a lightweight 9mm 1911 now. I'm going to allow myself that privilege. Okay, as far as taking you through the training gun itself, like I said, lightweight commander, meaning basically everything below the top of the gun is lightweight, meaning alloy frame, alloy trigger, alloy beaver tail grip safety, alloy magazine well. All right, now on top of that, standard Wilson sights on top. I have their standard battle sight in the rear, and I have a gold bead front up front. I think the gold bead is a really classy choice for a high-end 1911 like the Vickers Elite from Wilson Combat. This has one of their ultralight hammers, also one of their high grip safeties, and here's one of the things I want to dial you in on. I'm a fan of leaving the grip safety active on a 1911. From a liability point of view, I think that's a good way to go. You want to make sure you have a bump on the bottom, and that's pretty much standard across 1911s now. Rarely do you see a grip safety on any 1911 on the market, whether it's a high-end or a low-end 1911 that doesn't have a bump on the bottom. It's much more positive to actuate the grip safety with the bump. I remember back in the day when I was in Delta, these were not super common, and guys would tape or rubber band the grip safety down to make sure they'd activate it, especially with gloves on. Now you really don't need to do that. If the grip safety's set up correctly, you can have a bump on the bottom and activate it despite whatever grip you may have, left or right-handed grip, picking it up off the ground or from a draw. Okay, flat mainspring housing on my particular gun versus arched. I have small to medium-sized hands, so in addition to the flat mainspring housing, I'm running a medium-length trigger, which is what I prefer. Checkered 30 LPI on the mainspring housing and also 30 LPI on the front strap. Beveled magazine well, as you'd expect, superbly done by Wilson Combat. This also features one of my Vickers Elite Duty mags from Wilson Combat. It's 10-round magazine. The only viewing hole is down at the bottom on both sides, so you can tell when you have 10 rounds in it. It also has one of my steel base plates on it, so it drops free very easily. Also, you have the ability to pry it out of the gun very easily. I don't run any kind of ambi safety on the gun, like a strong side or an ambi safety. I run strong side only on my guns. I learned to run the gun with my trigger finger if I have to shoot it left-handed. As you can see on this side, standard size slide release. I don't run an extended slide release, and a slightly extended tactical magazine release as well. As far as grasping grooves, I like these bold, wide cut grasping grooves, and I like these ball cuts up front. The ball cuts are nothing more than visually appealing, but I think it's a really classy touch on a 1911 like this. The top of the slide is milled flat and serrated, by and large a cosmetic touch, and the rear of the slide is serrated as well, by and large a cosmetic touch. Overall, probably my favorite 1911 I've ever had. Some of the students have seen me shoot this in the class. If you're in one of my classes and you want to check it out, feel free. Last but not least, VZ Grips makes the G10 grips for Wilson exclusive with my logo on it. Hope you enjoyed it. Special thanks to Wilson Combat. Also special thanks to Bravo Company USA for sponsoring this video. Have a good one. LAV out.